Hey guys! Today we're going to talk about something that I think is very important. A lot of people out there are spending a lot of money on their PC gaming rigs, which is of course understandable. You want to have a great PC. But for today's topic, we're going to talk about how much is expensive for a PC. How much do you really have to pay to be able to play the latest games at 60 FPS 1080p? I'm going from here. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel right here. Click the notification bell if you like my videos, and we'll get right into it. Here we are. This is an English PC builder with built-in prices. So let's take a game that's fairly new and popular. Let's say Warzone, for example. What do you need to play Warzone? Yes, let's get right into that. First of all, you're gonna have to choose what kind of CPU you want. There is, of course, there's the AM4 for the AMD ones, and then there are for the Intel ones. I myself would suggest going with either a B550 or an AMD or an Intel B560. So these are two sets of chip types that's available for the most popular processing units right now. Next session. How much does a motherboard have to really cost? Well, I would say that's very individual, and a lot of people think that I'm gonna buy this massive fucking motherboard, get the shit out of everything I need. But look at this. Here we are. This is a Gigabyte ultra durable B550M that goes for the 3rd gen AMD Ryzen desktop ready. This is probably upgradable for the newer Ryzen 5, it's right? 5600 as well. So let's say we pick this one. This is $94. That was the B550 one, right? We'll add that. We're up to about $100, and we haven't even gotten started yet. But this is like, if you're just into gaming, if you're not into like messing around with your motherboard settings and stuff, this motherboard is more than enough for you. If you're gonna like do a bunch of other stuff with your PC, like have a bunch of 4K inputs into your USB and stuff like that, yeah, you might go for something more expensive, but this is good enough. Choose a CPU. With the CPUs available for this motherboard, I think. And as you can see, they vary in prices from about $200 to about $1,000. Should you spend $1,000 on a CPU if you just want to game? No, you should not. You should go for the AMD Ryzen 7, either 5600X for $299 or the 3700X for $304. Let's go for the cheaper one this time, because it's new. Now, it's RAM. How much RAM if you're only into gaming? Well, I would say 16 GB is good enough. Like, every time. This is a 3200 megahertz one. It's $90, it's good. Now for storage, we want an SSD. I know we do. There is no way we're gonna take anything else than an SSD. I get that. It needs to be at least 1 terabyte. Here is one, it's $100. Choose a video card. Here is where your money is gonna go. This is where you need to pay attention, because your price can really run away here. What kind of graphics card you want is all up to yourself, but let's just say that you just want to be able to play this game 1080p, like normal ultra settings, not any like 144 Hz, 60 FPS is what we're going for. For that, I'm gonna choose this card, the 2061. Case. This is also something I see people put a lot of money into, which I just don't get, man. Why would you put so much money into your case? Look at this one. It has an internal bay for 3.5s. And tempered glass, see-through. It has built-in fans. You can even check for another one. Let's see, this is a Corsair. This is another Fantex. Let's say we want one with 4 fans, okay? I should be able to see that. Okay, there's no one right now. So let's just set up a price range instead. And go down a bit here. To about, let's say, 60, 70 bucks. 70 bucks for a case. Look at this. Man, this is great. 3, it has a fan there, 3 in the front. This is gonna be more than enough. That's the Fantex one, right? We saw there. That's another 75 bucks. And the prices are starting to go up now. We can see here, we've spent, so far, $1,500. Monitor, I'm not gonna go through that right now, because this video is based off that you already have a monitor, that you're just looking to buy a new PC. Here comes the power supply unit. This is actually where you might be able to save some cash. If you already have a power supply unit that's like 750, 800 watts, don't buy a new one. Let's say that you actually need one and you want it to be modular and stuff like that, because who doesn't, right? Then we go ahead and we put the modular up here to full. And we check for one that's about 700 watts, because that's all you're gonna need for this build. 650 should be good enough for this build. It's $114, let's add it. And an operating system, it's Windows 10. And in case you already have operating system that's available for upgrade from more than one PC, you should use that. And there we go. That's a PC built for you. It's $1,747. It will most certainly be able to play all the newest games at 1080p 60 FPS. I have a lot of friends who, yeah, they buy expensive stuff, and of course their PC can play the newest games at like 144 FPS, 240, but in case you just want to get into gaming and you're worried that PCs are so expensive, you don't want to spend $4,000 to get the great stuff, this is actually all you need. Let's say that you already have a PC, as I said before, that you have a case, that's good. You have a power supply, that's most certainly good enough. And let's say that you have a Windows that you're allowed to move. We can save quite a bunch of money on that. There we're back at $1,448. That's not much for a PC. And this is gonna be able to play these games. No problem. It's not even gonna have any trouble with it. And I'm thinking if you have a PC, you already have another hard drive too. We should still buy the SSD though. Hard drives age, and it's nice to have a fast one. But don't go spending all your money on your gaming PC if you just want into some casual gaming at home. It's just not worth it. So that answers my question. Is $3,000 for a PC much? Yeah, it is a lot of money to put into your PC. $1,400, $1,500 is good enough if all you're looking for, if all you want to do is get into gaming. If you're just upgrading a PC that's a couple of years old, this is way too much. Way too much. Because if your PC is from like 2019, you can simply use the same stuff and just put in a new graphics card, maybe up your RAM a bit. But don't waste money, guys. PCs age fast. Putting a lot of money into a PC, if you don't really have that kind of cash, if you're, I'm not saying you don't have it, but you know, if you like do it with, if you have to save money every time, then maybe take a cheaper PC build and do 60 FPS. It's good enough, man. It's fluid, it's smooth, it looks nice. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube, press the notification bell, and also follow me on Twitch. I will put it here, and also a link in the description. For links to this build that I made myself with a complete case and everything, there's also in the description. So check it out, and have a very nice day. Cheers!